Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. For connectors, cables, and more, visit them at a Hamfest near you or call 920-435-2973 or online at pl-259.com.
It's Ham Radio with Neil Rapp. Here we go. Welcome to Ham Talk Live. Call in, let's talk. Neil's your guy. Ham Talk Live. Here we go on Ham Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for Ham Talk Live. It's episode number 110. Contest University, the SuperSuite and dinners with K3LR. Another Hamvention preview show recorded live on Thursday, April 12th, 2018. I'm your host, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Ham Talk Live. Tonight we're joined by Tim Duffy, K3LR, and we will take your calls live in just a few minutes. And a happy World Amateur Radio Day coming up on Wednesday. That's the 18th, so I won't speak to you before then, so wish you a happy World Amateur Radio Day. Last week here on the show, Norm, WA4ZXV, was here to talk about 4 days in May. And if you missed that, you can listen anytime at hamtalklive.com or on a podcast player like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeart Podcasts, Google Play, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and we're also on YouTube. So tonight we're continuing our Hamvention preview on the show from now until the Dayton Hamvention on May 18th through 20th. We will preview an event that will be happening this year, and don't miss our Hamvention Eve episode where we will give you all the information for your trip to Dayton, traffic, weather, parking, and more. And we'll be live from Spring Hill Suites, Dayton South, Miamisburg, in the meeting room. And if you haven't made your hotel reservations yet, Spring Hill Suites does have a few rooms left. Dayton South, Miamisburg, Spring Hill Suites is the official Hamvention home of Ham Talk Live. Reserve your rooms now at Marriott.com or call 888-850-6391. We'll get your questions ready for Tim. After the interview, you can call us. The telephone number is 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. Or you can call us on Skype, or you can tweet us at Ham Talk Live. But we'll talk to Tim for a little bit first, and then we'll let you know when it's time to ring in and ask your questions. But I'll be back with Tim right after this word from Tower Electronics right here on Ham Talk Live. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you in part by Tower Electronics. Tower Electronics has been the Ham's dime store since 1978. When you need connectors, mobile and handheld antennas, cables, or adapters, visit Scott or Jill at a Hamfest near you. Or you can order online at pl-259.com or call 920-435-2973. Stock up on those supplies like PL259 and N connectors, SMA adapters, audio cables, soldering supplies, mobile antennas, and ham sticks. Their silver-plated N connectors are even used on the International Space Station. Tower Electronics carries MFJ, Comet, Daiwa, OPEC, Workman, and Ham Pro products. And don't miss their 0% off sale going on now. Tower Electronics, online at pl-259.com. Proud to sponsor this episode of Ham Talk Live.
Right now, you could be sitting on a beach, sipping a drink with an umbrella in it, and enjoying the good life. But instead, you've decided to listen to Ham Talk Live. So we thank you. And now here's Neil Rapp with more of the show.
Thanks once again to Scott and Jill at Tower Electronics for sponsoring the show tonight to help bring you Ham Talk Live. Coming up this weekend, Saturday, they'll be in Mobile, Alabama at the Hamfest there. And Saturday, April 21st, Gainesville, Florida. Saturday, April 28th, Calhoun, Georgia. And, of course, they'll be at the Dayton Hamvention May 18th through 20th. Or you can give them a call if there's not at a Hamfest near you, 920-435-2973. Or visit their website, pl-259.com. Tell them you heard it on Ham Talk Live. And a happy anniversary to Scott and Jill today, so wanted to throw that in there. Our guest tonight is Tim Duffy, K3LR. He is the founder and chairman of Contest University. In addition to being the director of Contest University, Tim is the president of his local club, the Mercer County Amateur Radio Club, the Radio Club of America, and the former Western Pennsylvania ARRL section manager. And, of course, he is the chief operating officer of DX Engineering. Tim is a member of the CQ Contest Hall of Fame and was on Team USA for the World Radio Sport Team Championship 4 times and will be competing once again this summer, and a graduate of the Pennsylvania State University. And Tim is a 2015 Amateur of the Year Award winner presented by the Dayton Hamvention Awards Committee. So Tim, welcome back once again.
It's great to be here, Neil. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we've had you on here a few times now, and always want to talk about Contest University because it's one of the most educational opportunities that a ham radio operator can get. And you've been on here talking about it, and we want to talk about some of the other contest and DX activities tonight because we've talked about this a lot, but we can't ignore the big one. So give us a preview of what's happening at Contest University for this year.
So for 2018, Neil, we have a tremendous lineup. This is our 12th year of running Contest University in Dayton, and Dayton is the flagship home for Contest University in the United States. A month ago, we ran Contest University in Italy, and we had 300 attend there. We also had professors in Italy from the United States. John Doerr, K3LR, was part of the curriculum over there, so very proud of that. But back in Dayton, and of course this occurs the Thursday before the Dayton Hamvention opens, so this is all day on May 17th, and it is at the Crown Plaza Hotel. All of the information that I'm going to talk about this evening is available on the Contest University website, and it's contestuniversity.com. Contestuniversity.com will get you right to the Contest University website, where you can see all of the things that will be talked about, as well as you can sign up. You do have to pre-register, and there are 2 registration available, and the first one is if you haven't given a talk at a radio club, it's $85. If you've given a talk in the last year at a radio club, it's $75. We also have, through the generosity of the Northern California DX Foundation, we have scholarships for those that would like to attend Contest University that are 25 years of age or younger, and that will pay for the tuition. But the Contest University starts early with a breakfast first thing in the morning at 7 o'clock, and by 8 o'clock we are in session and off and running. And there'll be over 20 presentations during the day on Thursday, all the way from things about how to improve your antenna systems, the reverse beacon network. There's a whole session on digital modes like FT8 and MSK144 for use in VHF contests. There's a session taught by Ward Silver on grounding and bonding for your station. And we also cover sessions on RTTY. We have one of the world's best RTTY guys in Ed Munns, W0YK, who teaches the RTTY sessions. We also have contesting best practices taught by Dan, K3LR. This is great for beginning contesters or those that just want to get better on HF operating. This is a great opportunity to listen to Dan. He gives a tremendous talk. We will have a special guest speaker. That's going to be a surprise during lunch. And then in the afternoon, we break into our small group sessions where you actually can sit with some of these experts and talk about antennas and propagation and the reverse beacon network and towers and antennas and grounding and bonding, receiving antenna ideas. And so a lot of this material is aimed at just becoming a better operator, a more knowledgeable operator, and enjoying more of the ham radio hobby. If you're a contester, this is going to give you an edge. There's no doubt about that. There's a tremendous textbook that comes along with it. You also have some discount vouchers. There's breakfast and lunch and a couple of breaks. But you have access to some of the best operators and station designers available here in the United States. We finished the day off with Rob Sherwood, who has been a guest here on Ham Talk Live, and he'll give his 2018 contest radio review. That is a packed house. It is almost an hour long, and it is a great time to understand what improvements have been made in the past year. And if you're thinking about maybe a new radio, you want to put off your decision until you hear Rob Sherwood's talk. So it's a great day. It goes extremely fast. We finish at 5 o'clock, but it is a jam-packed day full of information and learning and sharing and meeting new friends. And then after it's over, you have access to the color slide deck so that you can give presentations to your clubs. We also have the opportunity, you can trade email addresses with the professors, so you can do follow-up material. So it's just a great, great day. And if you've been there before, this is all new information. So there's nothing here that's been repeated. This is all new data, and you're going to find it great. If you haven't been to Contest University and you've been thinking about it, this is the year to do it. So tremendous time. I'll have an updated webinar here in a few weeks that you'll be able to click on. But go to the Contest University website, and all the information is there. You can even see videos from past years if you want to see what it looks like. And we're expecting 350 students. It's going to be great.
Wow, that's great. Well, I've been fortunate enough to go the last 3 years, and I can testify to the fact that you're going to learn a lot. You're going to have a great time doing it, and you definitely will pick up an edge on contesting. We reached a point with our school club that we were just kind of trying to figure out how in the world are we going to boost our scores, and we had talked to Dr. Scott Wright, and he kind of contacted you and got us set up, and we were actually able to bring some students over for a couple of years. We were able to get them away from their final exams and AP testing and everything else, and get them over there. And we picked up some little things along the way that made a huge impact in the way we approached contesting, and it paid off, and it's really improved. So we have all kinds of evidence here of what Contest University can do for an operator.
Well, that's great. It's always a pleasure to hear those stories of success, and I got to tell you, Neil, I hear them all the time. Where you see the light go on, and the students go back home, whether it's field day, whether it's a state QSO party, whether it's the ARL sweepstakes, and a lot of the techniques that we teach at Contest University, they adapt and use, and it's all good.
Absolutely. So if you haven't registered for Contest University yet and you want to go, there are still a few spots available. So remind everybody how to register for that, and talk about the registration just one more time.
Yes, so you go to the contestuniversity.com website, and you click on registration. You fill out a few simple deals. Your call sign. We want to know your T-shirt size, because there's a great T-shirt this year, Neil. And I'll tell you this. In fact, I think this is one of our best years for the T-shirt. Wait till you see the back of this shirt. You're gonna
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's great. So, and you get all the materials that go along with Contest University. It's a very simple registration form, and then you get your confirmation email, and you show up the night before, Wednesday night, in the Contest SuperSuite at the Crown Plaza on the second floor, and that's right in downtown Dayton, right next to the convention center is the Crown Plaza, and we have registration from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, and you can pick up all your materials, hang out with the professors, hang out with other students. We have some pizza at 10:30. It's a great way to get started.
Well, you mentioned the SuperSuite, and that's exactly where we want to head next. In addition to Contest University going on there at the Crown Plaza, you've got the SuperSuite set up, and the rumor is that Hamvention Week accounts for the majority of the second quarter sales figures for the Dayton pizza establishments. So tell us about the suite and the pizza parties.
Well, this is something that has evolved over the years. I've been doing the Contest SuperSuite now over 30 years, and every year we tweak it and make it even a little bit better. And we've got a great surprise this year, a little demo that's going to go on. We'll have Ham Nation will be live there on Wednesday night as well, with Bob Heil and Val Hotzfeld. And Val, NV9L, is the 2018 Hamvention Ham of the Year. And so we're going to have a lot of fun that night. But Wednesday night, May 16th, is the first of 4 nights in a row. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, where we're going to have pizza parties. Wednesday and Thursday, the pizza party starts at 10:30. And on Thursday night, we even throw in some wings. There's a great wing place there. So we have chicken wings and pizza on Thursday night. And then Friday night and Saturday night, the pizza party's at 11 o'clock. And that Friday night pizza party follows the band. And there's a new band this year. We've had the Spurious Emissions Band at the Contest SuperSuite for many years. Well, just like the Beatles, they broke up. But there's a few of them got together with some new members, and they put together a new band. And the band is called Working by the Numbers. And they'll be live in the Presidential Ballroom at 10 o'clock on Friday night, second floor. We just take over the entire second floor of the Crown Plaza. And they will be there. And so your stomach's going to hurt afterwards from laughing so hard. But 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, come and hear the band. Stick around for the free pizza at 11 o'clock. And that's Friday night. Of course, everybody's sort of worn out from the first day out at Hamvention, out at the Greene County Convention Center. And then on Saturday, we have the contest dinner first, and then we have pizza at 11 o'clock. So it's an amazing event at the Contest SuperSuite. There are plenty of chairs. There's bars. You can sit there, talk to your friends, meet new friends. There's always something special going on. at the Contest SuperSuite. A great place to hang out for 4 nights during Hamvention.
And rumor is you might even hear some of those songs from the Spurious Emissions. I've heard that rumor.
These guys might just, be a cover band for the Spurious Emissions. I guess we're going to have to wait and see, Neil, but you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, the YouTube videos are great, but live, it's just phenomenal.
Of course, our favorite one from the Spurious Emissions is the Balfang song, which gets played on here every once in a while. So we had to throw that in there because nobody said Balfang on the show in a while. And whenever somebody says the word Balfang, we play a little clip of that. So had to throw that in. Well, lest people get burned out on pizza, there are several contest and DX and even youth dinners, for that matter, happening during Hamvention weekend, and you're associated with a lot of those contest dinners. So fill us in on the ones that you're affiliated with, and any others if you like.
So yeah, it seems like Hamvention's all about food, and part of it is spending time together with folks that are attending the Hamvention, attending Contest University. And so Thursday night at 6:00, the Ritty guys are having their Ritty contesting dinner over at the Spaghetti Warehouse. And then on Friday night, we have the 29th annual Top Band dinner. So these are guys that really get into the 160-meter band. And we got a phenomenal speaker. Jerry Rosalius, WB9Z, is the speaker for the Top Band dinner. And you can get tickets and learn more about Jerry at Top Band Dinner, TOPBANDDINNER.com. And we still have a few seats available for the Top Band dinner. So that's on Friday night. And also there's the DX dinner is down at the Marriott on Friday night. And just saw the Tapper dinner has got Jerry Ellsworth, AI6TK, and that's on Friday night. And I think there's probably 2 or 3 more dinners on Friday night as well.
You can just go dinner hopping.
That's it. And then, but Saturday night, Neil, is really the big bang of it all. This is the contest dinner, 26th year in a row contest dinner. And we have the WRTC chairman, Chris, DL1 Mike Golf Bravo from Germany, will be at the contest dinner. And also, what is very special about the contest dinner is that 2 new members of the amateur radio fraternity will be inducted into the Contest Hall of Fame. And that's just very, very special. So, over 500 people will attend that dinner. It is a tremendous evening. And the speaker, Chris, is going to be just super. So looking forward to that. And, during the day, I host the Antenna Forum, and I've been doing the Antenna Forum for 32 years at Hamvention. And so we're up on the Contest SuperSuite website under contest-related events. You can see what the titles of the papers that will be given at the Antenna Forum. They're right there. There are 4 great papers that will be presented. And then also the paper titles and the guys that are presenting them for the Ritty Contest Forum and the Contest Forum on Saturday are also there. So you get a lot of data is already available on the Contest SuperSuite website. So some websites to remember. If you only remember one, just the Contest SuperSuite will take you to Contest University, Contest Dinner, and Top Band Dinner. But ContestSuperSuite.com, ContestUniversity.com, ContestDinner.com, and TopBandDinner.com are the whole suite of websites that are surrounded by the events at the Crown Plaza.
All right. Great rundown there of all of the sites, and you can still get into those things. So you won't have long, but if you get in there soon and register, you'll be able to go to a lot of these fun things outside of Hamvention. So we'll be back to talk with Tim some more about some of these things and give a chance for you all to chime in at 812-638-4261 or on Twitter or Skype. Give us a call and we'll take your questions right after this word from the National Voice of America Museum of Broadcasting and Amateur Radio Newsline right here on Ham Talk Live.
The National Voice of America Museum of Broadcasting, located in Westchester, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati, is only 2 minutes off I-75. The museum is the former home of the Voice of America Bethany Relay Station. Tours are now available every Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can see the control room, a 200,000-watt transmitter, and the most comprehensive collection of inventions by the iconic Powell Crosley Jr. Also on display is a huge antique radio exhibit and R.L. Drake's personal collection of most every Drake amateur rig ever made. This is a unique opportunity to see amateur radio in action and have a chance to get on the air from WC8 VOA. Admission is only $5 a person. The museum is located close to historic WLW-AM and tons of shopping and restaurants. Take a trip to the VOA Museum or visit us online at voamuseum.org.
Nominations are now open for the Amateur Radio Newsline Bill Pasternak WA6ITF Young Ham of the Year Award. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. Since 1986, we've had the honor of celebrating the accomplishments of youth in ham radio, and we want to know about your exceptional young ham. You'll find the rules and a nominating form by clicking the YHOTY tab on arnewsline.org. Fill it out, send it in, and we'll see you and an amazing young ham at the Huntsville, Alabama Ham Fest in August. Thanks, and 73 from Amateur Radio Newsline.
Join the conversation. Call us on voice with Skype at Ham Talk Live or give us a call at 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. Now, here's more Ham Talk Live. It's not the amount of power, it's the size of our tower. Ham Talk Live.
How can journalists and citizens identify fake news and avoid accidentally promoting it through social media? Well, these questions and more will be addressed by the Cincinnati Society of Professional Journalists and other area media on Thursday, April 20th at a panel discussion in conjunction with the National Voice of America Museum of Broadcasting in Westchester, Ohio. And the Voice of America Museum has announced their special Hamvention hours. So they'll be open on Thursday, May 17th from 1 to 4, Friday evening, May 18th from 5 to 9, Saturday, May 19th from 1 to 9, and Sunday, May 20th from 1 to 4. And you can check them out again at voamuseum.org. Ham Talk Live is on the air every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here at hamtalklive.com. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So it's time for your calls now. If you have a question for Tim Duffy, K3LR, you can give us a call. That number again is 812-NET-HAM1, 812-638-4261, or you can Skype us. We're Ham Talk Live on Skype, and we'll also check out the tweets here. You can tweet us at Ham Talk Live. But our first question is a long-distance dedication, as Casey Kasem would say. Our first question for Tim comes from Ed Durant, DD5LP in Germany. He's one of our correspondents and a copy editor for Amateur Radio Newsline, who will be doing most of our WRTC 2018 reporting on that program. And he's a big fan of this show as well, but since he's asleep right now, he sent in his question in a recording. So, Tim, here is Ed's question for you.
Hi Neil, hi Tim, this is Ed, DD5LP. I would have called in, but it's 3 a.m. here where I am in DL land. It's great to hear that yet again Contest University will be a very important part of many a ham's visit to the Dayton area, and I would like to thank you for the many years that you have been involved with running the event. For those who don't know what the contesting part of our great hobby is all about, the university not only teaches what it is, but also how to operate in contests. By that I'm referring to the DX Code of Conduct that I know you and experienced contesters operate by. Can you give a quick run through of the code for the listeners please, as I feel it would benefit amateur operators in general. With a contest almost every weekend of the year now, other operators such as those taking part in SOTA or WWFF or other portable activities using QRP and simple antennas have their enjoyment stomped on by bad contest and DX operators who don't follow the DX Code of Conduct, do not listen to see if a frequency is clear, or worse still, operate in parts of the band that are not supposed to host contest stations. Just to show I'm not anti-contests, just bad operators, let me put a plug in here for the World Cup of Amateur Radio, the World Radio Team Sport Championships, which I know you'll be taking part in July this year in Germany. For details of how amateurs around the world can take part in that through several award schemes, please go to WRTC2018.de. With that plug over, back to Tim.
All right, Tim, it's all yours.
All right. So do we want to answer Ed's question first?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do that. Ed, that's a great question. And I think that it is very important that all radio amateurs, not just contesters and DXers, be very aware of the contesting code of ethics and the DX code of conduct. They're a little different, but they're both focused on achieving the same goal, and that is, making sure that we try to do the best job possible of utilizing the frequency spectrum that we've been given and get along. One of the things that's in the contesting code of ethics, and by the way, the contesting code of ethics is available on the Worldwide Radio Operators Foundation website, which is www.rof.org. And it's also available on the Contest University website under the Files tab. And you'll see the Contest Code of Ethics under Additional Files and Contest Terminology 2018, which is a great resource of what the heck are we talking about on some of these abbreviations like SO2R, etc. But on the Contesting Code of Ethics, one of the things is that number 5 says, I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct in my operating style. So that immediately, goes to the DX Code of Conduct, and you can get the DX Code of Conduct on dx-code.org. And in there, it talks about I'll never interfere with a DX station. I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. I will call and then listen. I will not transmit, and I will not interfere. So, and most importantly, the last thing in the DX Code of Conduct, Ed, is that I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. So, and that's what it's all about. I understand the QRP issues. I understand nets that have occurred on the same frequency every week at the same time, and here come these contesters. Frequently, if you just ask in a very courteous form, hey, would you mind moving? Most of them will move. And that comes back to Contest University, where the first thing we talk about is ethics and ethical operating and contesting. And it goes to everybody. It is almost an hour-long discussion about that very topic. So we take it serious. I think we're making a difference. It's never going to be perfect for everybody, but all we got to do is just try to get along. Neil?
All right. Thank you very much, and a good answer there. So thanks, Ed, for the long-distance question there, and Hope you're getting some good sleep right now, so you can listen to this in the morning. Well, we do have a couple of tweets that have come in, and one of them is from a young ham that you actually introduced me to. It's Bryant, KG5HVO, and he says, Mr. Duffy, do you have a favorite CTU professor, someone not to miss regardless of topic?
Wow, that is a really tough question. I can't think of a favorite. I think that I have worked very hard to select CTU professors every year that are at the top of their game. They are the best of the best. They also can present well, and that they also take every question that is asked of them, no matter how basic it is, to heart, and really, really try to help. And so, I wouldn't miss it. The problem with CTU is no matter how hard you prepare, you cannot see every one of the presentations, because for the majority of the day, there are 4 classrooms going on at once. So it's like trying to drink from a fire hose. And so there's just so much information that is so good from people like K1DG and W3LPL and W0YK and W5ZN, and the list goes on and on. There is not a weak professor in the whole group.
All right, very good. So there's your answer, Bryant, and thank you for the tweet. We also have another tweet here from our friend Dr. Scott Wright, K0MD, and wanted to follow up on Ed's question. Scott says he's noticed less and less civility by some operators, including those running high power and stacks, and asks, what can we do to improve and incentivize better operator behavior? He's raised these concerns also in the next National Contest Journal from the editor column. And might this be a topic someday at Contest University?
Well, I think we do touch on it again in the ethics area, about being a good neighbor and being courteous and being respectful. But I think in all these cases, the most effective way of dealing with these things is peer pressure. And it is it's one-on-one. It's not in a public forum calling people out and calling them up and saying, listen, this is just a hobby. And we have, ethics and standards, and the whole world is listening to us. And and then put in your personal belief of, I don't think what you're doing is right, whether it's running excessive power or stepping on people or whatever the case may be, whatever the undesirable behavior is, and just let them know. And because, trying to enact rules or trying to do those sorts of things, the radio sport that we enjoy, known as contesting, is largely a self-policing deal. And so you have to have strong ethics and a strong background in this, and be wanting to do the right thing and wanting to gain the respect of your peers. So to me, peer pressure is the only really source of trying to root this out. And it's not easy. God knows it is not easy, but I think that what Scott is doing with the National Contest Journal, that's one pillar. What we're doing at Contest University is another pillar. What happens in CQ Magazine, what happens at the ARRL, all these things combined is what is going, and setting good examples. I can't say that enough. Setting good examples is very important, so people know how to act. If we show Bryant, KG5HVO, some bad habits, and he's young and impressionable, and now he thinks it's okay to run 4,000, 5,000, 3,000 watts, and break the rules, break not only the rules of the contest, but break the FCC rules. But he's going to do whatever he's told to do. So we don't want that. And that's why it's so important that we get off on the right foot. But peer pressure, to me, is really the only thing that has a hope of working, but it's not an overnight fix, and it doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, positive peer pressure is definitely a good tool for that, and unfortunately, it does not work all the time, and we've heard those people out there, but you try to mentor them and do the best you can. So, thanks for answering that, and thanks for the question, Scott. Once again. So let's open it up again for calls and tweets. 812-638-4261 is the phone number. We have a few minutes left here with Tim Duffy, K3LR from Contest University, and of course DX Engineering. So if you have a question or comment you'd like to throw in here, now's the time to do that. 812-638-4261. So you mentioned that the new band is going to be there running by the numbers. Was that right?
It's by the numbers, yes.
By the numbers. Okay, by the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will have some live music from them, and can you give us any more inside information on that?
I really don't have it. These guys, are working hard. I think they're going to practice once in the day and once in the night, and so they might have two practices before we see them live, and that's okay because they're just amateurs, and we're all going to have a good time regardless. But they, as has been their practice when they were the Spurious Emissions, you never know what you're going to get until you show up on Friday night at 10 o'clock. So. It's going to be exciting. I know that much, and you're going to have a good time.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to Hamvention and trying to get everything ready to go, and it's starting to take over. trying to get everything ready to run, but we're looking forward to some more preview shows here on Ham Talk Live to bring you some of these things that you don't want to miss, and this is some of those tonight. And next week we're going to talk about the award winners. Val, that you mentioned in V9L, Val Hotsfeld will be here, the Amateur of the Year, and also Dr. Chip Cohen, W1YW, will be here. Along with Michael Coulter, W8CI, to talk about the award winners. And then one of your business associates is going to come on and talk about shopping.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Bob Nauman, W5OV, who is the DX Engineering National Sales Manager. And boy, he's got a real treat. We're gonna have a whole boatload of new products that we're going to show at Dayton. So come by the booth. It's going to be great. And you just suck it all in, because it is outstanding, some of the new products that we're manufacturing. Excellent.
And I've been making use of one of them here recently, although I have to say it is under unfortunate circumstances, but that coax stripper, I'm telling you, has really come in handy in the last month.
Yeah, that's one of our marquee pieces, a cornerstone. Every day, somebody gets it and says, "Man, I don't know how I have lived so long without this tool." And so we're really proud of that tool, and we've been busy. We're busy every day making some of the best amateur radio equipment on the planet, and we're very excited about the products that we're going to show this year.
All right, so that'll be coming up, and Bob will tell us what to look for and shop for at Dayton. And then, of course, the night before, we'll be on with all you need to go to Hamvention, parking information, traffic, weather, the whole bit. And the chief meteorologist from Channel 7, WHIO, will be here with us to give us the weather forecast and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you continue to listen to the show and find out more about all that's going on at Hamvention. And Tim, we're out of time, but thank you so much for coming on and talking about all this stuff again. And best of luck with it all. And hope to see you here in about a month.
All right, Neil. Thanks very much for inviting me, and I hope that everybody gets signed up for Contest University and the dinners. And I look forward to seeing as many of your viewers as possible at Hamvention and also down at the Crown Plaza.
And let's run down those URLs just real quickly.
Yeah, the main URL is contestsupersuite.com, and then you've got contestuniversity.com. Then you also have topbanddinner.com and contestdinner.com. So those are the four, but you can get to all of them by going to contestsupersuite.com. And if you can't remember that, just go to www.K3LR.com, and right at the bottom of my homepage is links to all that stuff.
All right, there you go. Well, thank you, Tim. And we'll see you here soon. And that's a wrap for this week's Ham Talk Live. Thanks to Tim Duffy, K3LR, and everyone out there in cyberspace for listening and for tweeting in tonight and sending us a call from Germany even. And we invite you back next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, when Val Hotzfeld, NV9L, Dr. Chip Cohen, W1YW, and Michael Coulter, W8CI, will be here and talk about the Hamvention Award winners. And for all of our upcoming guests, just check out hamtalklive.com. And if you like Ham Talk Live, please consider leaving us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen. It'll help others find us faster. So for now, this is Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, saying 7375. Happy World Amateur Radio Day on Wednesday, and may the good DX be yours.
7-3 and good luck from Ham Talk Live.